What is up, y'all? Welcome
up?
back to the Day2Day podcast. So excited to be here. Episode 14. So excited. I'm Devon, so I'm going to be the host for today. Today, who are we joined by? Let's go.
Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah.
My name is Kaleb, and who's this?
I'm Bethany.
Bethany, is it your first time recording the Day2Day?
Yes, it's my first
Shout
time.
out Bethany. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And then who's there on the left? Eliana. So Bethany, since it's your first time, we're going to put you on the spot a little bit. What is the grade that you're in right now?
I'm in 8th grade.
You're in 8th grade?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what's your favorite holiday food? Like Christmas, Thanksgiving, what's your favorite holiday food of all time?
I always make sure I have some mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese?
I love
Hey,
it.
good mac and cheese goes hard. I'm not going to lie to you. That's fire. I'm not going to lie. I'm a super big ham guy.
Yeah.
Like Thanksgiving, like, we have the turkey,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm going straight to the ham. I feel like if you had a good ham. And like it's a Christmas food too. I feel like now we have ham a lot of things. Or Christmas.
It should
So,
be
yeah.
every
That's
day.
true.
You said what?
It should be every day we have
Every day? Real.
Every day.
Real. What about you, Kaleb? What's like all-time favorite holiday food?
My favorite holiday food, well, my family's a lot into grilling and cooking, so it'll be
okay.
like brisket and all that.
Brisket?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, brisket is fire.
Yeah.
Big, like, you said big barbecuers?
Yeah.
Yeah, good brisket goes crazy. Eliana?
I don't know. Honestly, probably sweet potato casserole because my dad always
Sweet
makes
potato?
it, and
That's crazy.
it's my favorite thing because he puts like marshmallow and like a
Oh,
bunch of stuff
okay.
on top, so
Yeah.
it's kind of a dessert, honestly.
No, that's real.
I gotta try
Yeah.
that now. That sounds
Dude,
tasty.
bro. No, my mom, she really likes sweet potatoes. Like,
Mm.
whenever we go to, like, Luby's or something like that, she always gets it. I think it's Luby's. I don't know. It's one of those restaurants. And it will have, like, the little marshmallows on it. I was like, I don't know. It doesn't look good to me. I'm not a big sweet potato guy, but more power
Yeah.
to you, I guess. No, but, yeah, I mean, the holidays, like, Thanksgiving and, like, Christmas right around the corner. It's, like, a big, like, family gathering time. Like I said, a
Yeah.
lot of food, a lot of, like, it's supposed to be, like, a real happy, like, joyous time, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like, yeah, it can be, but for some people, it can be kind of hard to, like find joy and find gratitude, in those times. I feel a lot of times like, not like forced, but like, yeah, like we're not going to be happy every day, right?
Yeah.
And especially like around the holidays, like, oh, we have to be happy, because our family's around and all of that good stuff. So what are like some, like, for you personally, like what are like some good things, but also like some kind of like bad things when it comes to like the holiday season? Like, oh, yeah, I mean, I guess I really don't know how else to like phrase that, but
I guess like could be like it'd probably be kind of like gifts in a way. Like you like
okay,
trying to, like, for example, what we do in our family is like we do Secret Santa and all that.
yeah,
So we have to like, and mostly everyone in there is girls. There's only
Yeah.
2 or 3 guys.
Uh-huh.
And like my cousins and all that.
yeah,
So like it's really hard to find like one
Mhm.
gift that could fit anybody.
yeah.
Like
That's
the hardest
good.
part.
That's good. I do stress out getting gifts a lot too. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm a terrible gift giver. I try my hardest, but I can never. I don't know.
They're looking at every single store.
That's what I'm saying. Because there's some people that I feel like it's so easy to like give gifts, and that's not me.
Yeah.
I feel like even if I like my brother, he's an example. Like I feel like I get him the same thing. Or my dad too. I get him like the same thing, just like different fonts every year. I feel like.
Yeah.
So yeah. What about you two? Is there anything like even like good or like just kind of something bad when it comes to like around the holiday season?
Like you get to see your family, but then there could be like division and stuff.
Oh,
and it's
yeah,
hard
yeah.
to find like
Mm-hmm.
like just be grateful that they're there, but then they
Yeah.
also might show you like some signs that they're not happy to see you, and
Mhm.
then that could like bring you down.
I'm trying to like
your day.
navigate that, right? That's
Yeah.
definitely tough.
Yeah.
100%. Eliana, did you have one?
Probably the same as like what Bethany said. Like
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
It's just because like you can be really excited to see them, but then there's like always I feel like something that you're like,
Mm.
oh, okay.
And then maybe sometimes you might try to like forget about it and be like, yeah, they're
Try to
my
move on.
family.
Yeah.
Like try to move on, but they'll keep hinting it at
Mm.
you, and you'll be like,
It's like, how do we react in that, right? Like in those situations, because it's kind of like it can be awkward at times, right? It's like, oh, like we're supposed to be like happy. We're all supposed to be together. Like I don't know. At least for my family, we don't like all get together like very often. It's like, yeah, we'll get together like from time to time, but like the holidays we're always all together, right? And it can kind of feel not forced, but like sometimes you can kind of get that like forced feeling sometimes, right? So it's like how do we navigate that, and also like how can we like it's difficult, right, to have joy and to be like grateful in those times. Especially, I really love how you said that, Bethany, because I feel like that's the truth for a lot of people nowadays, right? Especially, we talked about it a little bit in like the last show, but like politics is a super like prevalent thing now at family like events, like
Yeah.
not even that, but just like maybe like prior, like I don't know how else to say it, like beef, I guess, within your family, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of like, I mean, I'm 23 and I still don't know my family's lore. Like there's so much stuff from before I was even born that like, you know, can lead into how we interact like now, right? And like now we're just thrown in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So it can
and
be kind of like
especially-
really weird to navigate that, kind of like how you were saying. But I really do like that.
yeah.
So how can like kind of taking it out of like the family setting, how can just being joyful and having gratitude like affect us like daily? Like how easy is it for y'all to be joyous and have like gratitude like just daily, like as you go through school, like as you like walk with your families, like that sort of stuff?
It can definitely make your day a lot better if
Yeah.
you just choose to be a happier person.
Yeah.
And you can improve in a bunch of like the daily things that you do.
Yeah.
So
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
I think
my
for
fault.
yeah, my bad. Sorry, Devon.
No, that's all you.
I think like it could be really hard sometimes.
Mm.
It's sometimes it gets stressful because right now I'm taking 2 college classes. One of them I don't even know. The other one's college
Yeah.
algebra.
Yeah.
So I'm just there like stressing out with those, and it can be hard sometimes. But
Yeah.
when you do find it, it will be great.
Yeah, facts. Eliana, do you have anything for that? Or?
Yeah, I kind of like I agree with what Kaleb said. It can be really hard, but I feel like what's even more difficult is when like you fake joy.
Yeah.
Like when you're with
Mm.
your friends and then you're just like pretending to be happy, but like you're like I'm not at all.
Yeah.
yeah, and it's hard to really choose that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And especially when there's a bunch of stuff going like wrong in your life, you just gotta
Yeah.
pray about it.
100%. It can be hard. And I feel like that kind of leads to like, what do we define as joy, right? I feel like our
Mhm.
society has so many different definitions of joy. And like it's completely contradictory. I'll kind of get into that later, but like kind of just focusing on right now, like I feel like the world is so, joy is, you know, how can I make myself happy like right now? Like what
Yeah.
can I do that's going to satisfy me like in this moment, like in the right now? So what do you guys kind of think about that? Do you like agree? Do you have like, how do you think society defines joy? Like our culture
Society-
really.
It probably like as long as it makes you happy, like
Mm.
you're happy.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
if it doesn't align with God's like word, it's not the best.
Yeah, that's good.
It's not the best dose of happiness or joy there.
You said what?
It's not like the best dose of happiness. Or joy.
Yeah,
It'll
that's
be
good.
like temporary, like
Yep.
and then
Oh,
you
I
have to
love that
do
word.
it
Yeah.
again.
That's
And
good.
it's not fulfilling like how God's
Mm,
truth will like make you happy.
yeah,
Yes.
that's really good. I really like, I'm gonna like kind of stay there a little bit. That temporary joy, I feel like that's really, I feel like at the core what our culture is really like going for when we talk about, you know, oh, you know, do whatever makes you happy, like live your best life. Like, yeah, like at that time it's making you feel good. I don't know, I speak a little bit from personal experience, like just constantly, you know, living a life that was filled with how can I make myself happy right now, right? Like how can I attain this joy because I'm not feeling so good right now. So how am I going to feel that, right? I kind of always felt, at least for me personally, I don't know how y'all feel, but I kind of always felt like I had something that I was missing, right? So I was turning to different things that were giving me that like temporary joy, like how you were saying, and it was filling like that hole, it felt like. But just as quickly as it came, it was gone just as fast.
Yeah.
And I feel like oftentimes it left me feeling like worse at the end of the day. So it just became a cycle, like a really negative cycle of just kind of turning to whatever was filling that void, you know, it going, and then just kind of, like I said, just like turn into a cycle. Yeah.
Yeah, going and passing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not.
I feel like it's like just what a lot of our culture is like built on right now. So like, hey, like live your best life, right? Like, yeah, if it makes you happy, go do it. Like,
Yeah, and a lot of people say like stay true to your heart.
mm,
Like it sounds positive and everything, but when you really look at it, like you cannot stay true to your heart because you are flesh and you don't know
yeah,
completely of what you need. So that's why you need to turn to God and he'll really show you like what you need
yeah,
and not what your heart wants, because exactly like your heart can give you the temporary
yeah,
joy that you feel.
Yeah.
So.
yeah. That's good. I feel like you're kind of touching it a little bit right here. But so that's what like we kind of talked about what our society says about joy. What do you guys think? Like, how do you think the Bible defines joy?
Mm.
That's a good one. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a verse that I love when it talks about this. I gotta look it up. It's John 15, I think it's 11 through 12. And it's, here it goes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. No, 11 through 12. It goes, I have told you these things so that my joy may be in you and your joy may be complete. This is my command. Oh, wait. No, my fault. No, yeah. So it's 10 through 11. I'm sorry. If you keep my commands, you will remain in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commands and remain in his love. I have told you these things so that my joy may be in you and your joy may be complete. So I love that because I feel like I don't know, the first time I read it, it like kind of hit me like a truck, like, dang, like, oftentimes we're like, oh, where do I get this joy? How do I get joy? Like, I'm doing all these things, but I'm still not feeling joyous, right? And right here, like, Jesus, like, that's coming straight from Jesus' mouth. That's, you know, like, Jesus speaking to his disciples, right? Jesus speaking to the people. He's telling them, hey, if you want to feel joy, follow my commands and do as my Father, like, tells you, right? Because then my joy will be in you and your joy will be complete. I feel like that really hit me because I felt like I was having joy, but it was never complete joy, like I was saying. So what do y'all, like, kind of feel about that a little bit? Or does that get your brain going?
I think like in the biblical terms for joy, like it's like I know it's like kind of anytime, any day, anywhere. Like as long as you're with God, you will feel joyous anytime.
Yeah.
Either at the highest or the lowest.
Yeah, and I feel like they tell you to follow God and everything and give you joy, and then even though it can bring you, like when Jesus was in jail, like he still found that joy because he had God in his life, and he never lost it, and it was really good.
I guess for me, like if I think about like when I feel like joy, and I know it's like from God, it's usually when I'm doing things for people, but not in like a way where like they're walking over me, but like more like either like volunteering at the church or like I do something for someone that I feel like God is telling me like, oh, they need help right now, or like even if it's like, oh, you need to help them because that might help your heart. I feel like that's where I find the greatest joy, and I feel like that even goes back to like, the verse to like follow his commands. Because like most of his commands is about treating other people the way he treats them and the way like the way he treats them.
100%. I feel like I love that because I'm in the same boat with you. I feel like I feel so much joy when I'm here at the church, you know, like helping or like, you know, when I'm doing like my job as an intern here. Like I love it. It fills me with a joy that I've never felt, right? Like I'll go back like kind of when I first started like kind of like recentering my life like around Christ. That first week that when I was helping out, like it was actually me helping here at church. That was at Camp Zephyr actually. So, you know, we were just going and I felt a joy that week that I had like not felt in so long. I felt like it was like a joy that I had been chasing for such a long time, right? And like I finally felt it. I was like, what? And it like lasted, right? It was a joy that like never failed. It was a joy that like, I don't know. It was just so like powerful. And it felt like that's not something that like I've ever felt before. So I loved it. And I feel like.
And I also think since a lot of people like they find that temporary joy, but they get so used to it that they don't think that God is able to like provide that joy
like
for
fulfill
us.
it.
So people do get used to the temporary joy.
That's good. You're speaking to a lot of people right now. You're speaking to me, man. I should have heard this when I was like a year ago, dude. You're killing it. No, that's really good for sure. You definitely like you said, you're chasing that like temporary joy, and you like because if you don't know real joy, how could you ever like? There's nothing better than what I'm feeling right now.
A lot of hurt people they have that temporary joy, but they get used to it and they're like, well, what if this is temporary joy and I can't like I'm not open to that feeling again. Like I want like a fulfillment in my life, but they can get really used to that.
So you're leading us into everything, bro. You're killing it right now. So now that we know the difference, right, between like the joy that the world is like asking and like basically calls for, and the joy that, you know, the Bible tells us that Jesus kind of like puts on us, like how can we choose that joy like daily, especially like, you know, kind of going back like in these holiday seasons when we're interacting with our families or as we're kind of going back to school, like from our breaks and whatnot, like how can we choose joy and how can we choose gratitude daily in those situations?
I think for me, it's one thing that's gotta remind me is that God gave me a chance to be up today.
That's powerful.
Be very grateful to have that choice. Yeah, especially when we don't want to.
Yes.
But like, just pray about it, because prayer can take you a long way and just make you really grateful and really happy throughout the day. And just pray about it, because a lot of people, they'll bring you down. And like, you just gotta be happy, even though it's like fake. You don't really want it to be fake, so that's why you need to pray.
Amen. That's real. And even then, I feel like your attitude towards it can be like a big, like not fake being happy, like, you know, like fake it till you make it, right? Like feeling, knowing that, you know, hey, even if I don't feel that joy, like right now, like the Lord, like he's with me, and we can always get some joy knowing that, like, you know, God is right here with me, right? So if there's joy in nothing else, like, hey, you know what? I'm happy because at least, you know, I may not be feeling good, but I know God is right here walking with me through it. I'm not alone in this feeling.
Yeah.
Right.
And bring up things that like you're really grateful for.
Yeah.
And that can like center that on your day and not center the things that like bring you down. Like just be grateful for what God has given you, another day of life and friends that bring you up. Yeah.
I feel like it's also like about being intentional, right? We have to be intentional with our joy. So that's good. Love that. Do you have any final thoughts, Eliana?
I guess like another way to like stay joyful and have gratitude would be like to try to find a community, a Christian community to help you like when you're feeling like I don't feel grateful, I have zero joy. If you go to those people, they'll remind you why you should. That's
really good. Yeah. Community's big. Awesome. Well, that's sick, bro. That's the 14th episode in the books. So excited y'all could come and, you know, just do life with us right now. You know, have this community like we talked about. So excited for the next couple of episodes. If this is your first time watching, definitely go take a look at the stuff we've posted in the past. And yeah, super excited. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And don't forget to walk with Jesus in your day-to-day lives.
Bye.
Bye.